Design Canberra, Change the Way You Think, is an opportunity for Think Place to do some community engagement. It's great for us to be here on the street. It's great for us to be part of a festival and listening to Canberra's citizens talk about our innovative ecosystem.
Yeah, getting people to think about what are the connections if we're talking about innovation and where does innovation happen.
Everyone is an active citizen. How can we make them realise that and be excited by it? So I guess that's sort of realising that we're all a part of the community. We're all interconnected, even if we feel we don't have any connectedness to sort of politics or business or design. We are actually all a part of the community.
The question I said is who's leading the creative future of Canberra. So we've got all the great ingredients to be a really innovative, creative city, but we seem to not be connected and we seem to not be able to get to a point where we can sustain our artists developing into, viable going concern.
The urbanism of Canberra has begun, and therefore now there's interesting places for people to go, whereas 10, 20 years ago there wasn't apartment living in Civic. There wasn't the sort of strip that now is Lonsdale Street that has people working, living and playing all on the same street. So those things have changed such that it's a more interesting place to be.
One go-to place, so you can still have your own standalone entities, the various galleries and design centres, but if there's a one go-to place that sort of gets that word out there, that might sort of help. So using new technology to engage a wider audience.
How do we keep this going? Because I think we're really about trying to make a movement for innovation, and that's really what this is all about. This is just the beginning. So my big question is, how can we keep going?
We were asking whether Canberra can be a design city, and I think the most exciting thing that's come out of it is Canberra as a laboratory. And I think when you talk about design, you talk about experimenting, you talk about prototyping, you talk about failing early, you talk about kind of learning and building something and testing it within a system, and I think all of these things are about what a laboratory is about, and that Canberra has an opportunity to do that with our services, with our culture, with our lifestyle, and that's a very exciting opportunity.